Hi, thank you for watching a new video blog. Today from Muscat, Oman. The importance of the extended family is not very recognized nowadays. When I talk about having a large family on my channel, people think that's just, I'm saying this to, I don't know, maybe have some strange ideas, vision, or yeah, it's not really something that they can relate to. And I think I have some bad intentions with it, like suppress people or enhance the role of the male, I don't know. But my intentions are very good. Everything that I say on my YouTube is there to uplift people. I really have no other goal than to uplift my fellow human beings. It's really what I want to do. There's nothing else in life that I want to do is to use my time wisely to help others, to uplift them, to show them what is good for them. So now you can see the fort. The Muttrah Fort in Muscat, very nice. I think I'm going to climb it for now. Although it's a lot of stairs, as you can see. But here we are, the Muttrah Fort. Don't you get holiday feelings when you see this? Sunny day, way too hot to go outside, but doing this for you viewers, my friends, to the Muttrah Fort. All the way up. Let's go. Alright, I bought a ticket, so we're good to go now. Let's go. All the stairs. Lots of stairs, but I'm used to that. I grew up living in a apartment on the 4th floor, so been walking a lot of stairs in my life. So yeah, everything I do on my YouTube channel is really done in good faith, with good intentions. I really believe that what I have to say can help and improve the lives of other people. And it doesn't matter who you are, if you're young, old, whatever country you're from. I think that my message can be useful for everybody. Also, the gender doesn't matter. It's all a message of hope for everybody. Now, one of the messages that I have is, of course, the importance of the extended family. I think that's very important that you create or that you have an extended family. I think it's very, very important. And nowadays, the extended families are rapidly declining. Fewer people will have siblings, many children will grow up one-child families, and they will never experience what it's like to have siblings, a brother or a sister. In the past, it was already with 2 children. That both would experience not how it is to have a younger or an older brother, depending where you are in the family, if you were the oldest or the youngest. So with 2 children, both children would not know how it is to have a younger or a brother, an older brother or sister, sibling. But now, many children grow up not even knowing what a sibling is, how it feels. And isn't that very sad? I think it's very sad. Because I grew up with 7 siblings, 6 sisters, 1 brother, 2 parents, all from the same parents. And I feel super blessed to have experienced that. Because the more siblings you have, the more love you can share from yourself and receive from them. That is, of course, awesome. And I feel very sorry for children that grew up without any siblings. And I'm not going to condemn anybody or whatever, but yeah. I really do believe that parents should be aware of that. That they should understand the importance of having siblings for a child. Parents really should understand the importance of an extended family. How important it is to have siblings, not only for your children, but also important for your grandchildren. Because if you would not have siblings as a child, it means also that if your child would have decided to have children themselves, these grandchildren will not experience what it's like to have uncles and aunties, or nephews, cousins, nieces. They will never experience that. Because, yeah, if you only have your father, if you only have one child, it means also your grandchildren will never experience what it's like to have uncles and aunties, extended family. And the less extended family you have, the more you are depending on the ones that are surround you. Because in the past you would have maybe like 20 uncles and aunties. And they would be like a helper. They would not only have their own children, but they would also help their siblings out in need. If there was a need, uncles would help, aunties would help. All to work together in a natural bond. How amazing is that? How wonderful is that? To have much more siblings and that they can help you out. And with fewer children being born, with family sizes dropping dramatically, also means that more and more weight comes on the shoulders of the parents and the grandparents. Now, luckily for them, they don't have a lot of grandchildren nowadays. Most grandparents only have 3 or 4 grandchildren when they're lucky, so smaller amounts than average families had in the 50s. It's also crazy, of course, to think about that. But okay, when they have grandchildren, it's all depending on the grandparents and the parents, nobody else to help them, to fill in the gap if there is a demand for need, for help. So think about that. When you decide to have no children, or very little amount of children, this means that you put a lot of pressure on the other family members. I don't think that's really great. I think that, yeah, we can criticize that. We can critique people that are, sorry to say, but in my opinion, selfish to not have children, to be a dink, double income, no kids. I think that's very selfish. Because your family now, they are depending on fewer family. So it makes it harder. In the past, for example, in the past, you would get used stuff from your nephews or nieces, or your uncles and aunties, because you had so many of them and they were older, so they were in a different phase of life, so they would give you children clothing or children toys or whatever. It all makes it very much more easy than we all have to buy it yourself and then throw it away because you don't get to give it to any other cousin or niece because you don't have a sibling. So you don't have a brother or sister that will have children. So you just buy everything to eventually, after a few years, throw it all away because it's of no use anymore. How sad, how sad. When I look at pictures from the past, large families, I knew that these people were so happy because they had fewer stress. They would help each other. They would feel much more love because they had like 9 siblings and they would share the love. They would give love. It's also great to give love. In life, you want to help others. You want to take care of others. For example, that's why I became a donor. I wanted to share my love. I had built up a lot of love in my large family for my siblings, my parents. So I wanted to share. And that's great because siblings help you to build up more and more love. They help you to understand that you are not alone. You are together. You feel part of a extended family, a large family. It's how it's like to be in a tribe. It's like to be in a tribe. Sorry guys, the heat is a lot here. So the loss of the extended family is really one of the worst things happening in the recent decades. And we really have to be aware of that. We, the young generation that starts families now. If you start a family, really consider to have at least 3 children. That's my vision, it's my idea. It's my opinion, it's my belief. At least 3. You will experience a lot of love. And you know that you created that first step into changing back to a more natural life. Showing that yes, we don't want to go on this path of more technology, more AI. We want to live in a tribe based on the extended family. So your close relatives that help each other out. It's a wonderful thought and I hope that you can appreciate it. I'm going to drink something there because it's excruciating hot. I say thank you for watching and from MUSCAT Oman, see you next time.